evidence. I've located lands that have been hidden from us. Multiple massive landmasses that are beyond our known world. Fully chartered, and I have the means to set sail in multiple vessels that I own once I've secured crews, including a second captain. Let me show you what no one else is capable of. If watched in full context, what I've got to show you will blow your mind repeatedly, including that the hidden lands that surround us are fully built out with old world architecture and infrastructure, just like how we see all around us. That the flat earth model is purposely incorrect and designed to deceive you. There is no ice wall, and I'll prove it. Everything you think you know about Tartaria is wrong. I figured out the entirety of the last great reset of humanity worldwide, and it only ended in 1860. Undeniably proven and fully explaining the mud flood aftermath. Australia and its natives are not what you think they are, and that our entire recent timeline has been fabricated. After decades of personal research down the rabbit hole, dividing truth from shill conspiracy and fantasy, following a spiritual path that's been guided, I've took all the relevant individual research subjects and I've pieced them together. Not just put subjects side by side, but fuse them together. One topic only makes sense and fuse with the previous, all in context. But only by doing this can any of us see the bigger picture, knowledge combined. If a picture says 1,000 words, and our eyes can see 1,000 lies, see it to believe it. This documentary was not created to attempt to wake the soulless non-player characters that surround us. They're not programmed to acknowledge or question the world around them. This documentary is for you, the small amount of truly enlightened human beings in this world. Not to go all Morpheus on you, but you've felt it all of your life. Always been the odd one out. You've always known that something just isn't quite right about this place. You've followed your senses, your intuition, your heart, your common sense, and what your eyes tell you. I'll never tell anybody what to do or think. I can only guide you. But if you are truly enlightened, you're more than capable to think for yourself and resonate with the truth. And for that reason, as I move as quickly as I can from topic to topic to get my main points across and show you your reality, I'll show sufficient evidence to every single claim that I make along the way. Anyways, I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum, so it's time to get your sunglasses on. I decided to severely shorten down this section of my already long and information-packed documentary, wasting 25 minutes of enlightened people's time adding unnecessary proofs of the shape of the lands beneath our feet and the heavens above. This is entry-level knowledge, the basics, but essential knowledge to comprehend your reality. If at this point you still think that Neil deGrasse Tyson is an intelligent man and we live on a globe spinning at 1,000 miles per hour while spinning around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour, while the sun's spinning around the Milky Way at 447,000 miles per hour, while the Milky Way's spinning around some other pseudoscience that they can't even explain. A spinny globe with magical gravity, holding down bendy oceans while my pint of crack and rum goes unaffected. Never mind Great Lakes and Olympic-sized swimming pools. With fake CGI cartoon space, cartoon planets, cartoon stars, cartoon space stations, astronauts in space, cartoon satellites with cringy realities, Elon's shit cartoon car, Freemasons land on a plasma moon with tinfoil spaceships, upside down umbrellas, and embarrassing clip art cartoons from the moon. If at this point during the awakening you still believe all that, either go see the man that's enlightened the most souls in this world, Mr. Eric DeBay, and come back to this presentation once you've got your big boy pants on, or go back to watching funny cat videos, jacking off to midget porn, and discussing 9/11 for another couple of decades. I don't care either way. When it comes to old world architecture, it's evident that these amazing structures were not built by our recent ancestors in our fabricated timeline. Once I'd put together the past world resets, which I'll explain in detail, I was able to distinguish 4 main different timelines of architecture, all separated by one or more worldwide catastrophic events of destruction. I generalise these 4 timelines as the ancient architecture, massive structures made from solid stone, oversized in every way, some severely weathered, eroded, melted, and even destroyed beyond recognition. The second timeline structures, which I'll refer to as old world architecture, and that's practically everything the AI narrative wrote being founded in the 1900s, during a time frame that I'll prove only had 10% or less of the previous world's population, the events that buried this world in mud. The third timeline of architecture won't make any sense until I've explained the past reset, but this is everything that was built by the civilization pre-reset. And again, I will prove to you that the previous timeline civilization did not build the ancient or old world architecture, which are all these rounded type castles, battlement shapes along the tops, mostly battle damaged or falling apart. But don't get these mixed up with the more impressive old world castle type structures, or the ancient star forts that are all over the world. The less skilled pre-reset timeline peoples made much more primitive timber-framed houses, higgledy-piggledy wonky walls, solid, thick-walled, highly thermal, thatched roofs. Like their predecessors, they also built a lot of red brick houses. Not quite as impressive as the old world's timelines buildings, but still very nice solidly built structures. And all of the terrace type houses. And the fourth timeline of architecture is our timeline, which is everything from about 1860 onwards. Ugly, boring, lifeless box skyscrapers, box apartments, box houses, made with temporary, flimsy, cheap materials or steel and glass. Proving that the mainstream narrative has been falsified is easy in supposedly new countries like America, Canada and Australia. Countries that shouldn't have ancient and old world buildings, but they all do. This channel is called My Lunch Break. This channel is dedicated to proving architectural lies and that the AI has written our narrative of history.
We are told that the USA begins in 1776. Immediately after, 16 years later, we have the stock market open up. And as we have talked about before, and this is where evolution, for whatever reason, finally starts to work for once. And the whole world supposedly becomes so intelligent and starts creating flying crafts and engines and phones, trains, TVs, and the rest of it. This is absolutely insane to believe. Then we have Australia that comes into the picture in 1901. The main issue that we have here is that we have the construction from the past civilization that is sitting here staring at us right in our faces. Buildings that we do not recreate today in 2023. Cities such as Budapest that have a coffee shop, a parliament building, and chocolate museums that look straight out of the movies. We have identified nearly 100 fire stories to this point, where buildings that are said to be built in the 1800s that clearly are from the old world are completely destroyed due to a fire, even though they're mostly made of stone, which is not flammable. This is the beginning of waking up the masses, understanding this massive historical lie, understanding that there was a previous civilization right before us that is no longer here. Where they went or what even took place that removed them from this place is what we want to know. They left all of their structures here for us to see. In my opinion, they left all of their technology, and the individuals who are supposedly so smart and evolution just hit them square in the face never created these things. Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and on and on. Through my first 37 episodes, you will find hundreds of issues with the narrative, and we're just getting started. They were able to construct the St. Mark's Basilica in 4 years, from 828 to 832, but didn't have a light bulb? Give me a break. They built the inside with candlelight. Oh, and don't forget that it lasts forever. Unlike anything that we build today, even though this was in a time period before they even knew how to make paper. It really is incredible that once you get it, you don't go back to not getting it. You can see it all very clearly in nearly every town in the world. This past civilization had much more technology that we have not been given back yet. We have been given the car back, the train, the plane, the TV, and cell phones. The light bulb, and computers, internet and power tools. All major movies have been recreated. They know what we like. Refrigerators,